Hey guys, it's Dan Timmons. Welcome to the Expedition Recovery. Today is day number 5. Actually, filming this video a little bit later than what I have normally been doing. Just wanted to talk to you guys about a few quick things today. It's really important to take things one day at a time. If you're like myself, I like to see results and I like things to happen overnight. And no matter what you're struggling with, no matter what you're recovering with, unfortunately, things are not going to happen and come together as quickly as you would like. You may be like me, you may have lost a lot throughout your journey, your expedition in recovery. And struggling, it doesn't happen overnight, and things aren't going to be fixed overnight. I mean, you got to focus on you one day at a time. Don't try to force it, don't try to rush it, because I'm telling you from experience, you're going to put yourself in that much worse of a spot than if you just breathe. Take a deep breath and just go with the flow of recovery. That's actually something that one of my counselors told me a while back. I wasn't in a really good spot, and I think she was trying to get a reaction out of me because I had just stumbled and tripped up. I had just tripped up, and I had told her, I said, look, I'm just going with the flow right now. I'm just taking it a day at a time. And she looked at me and she said, why don't you take it a day at a time, but why don't you go with the flow of recovery? Because that's what you have to do. You have to go with the flow of recovery. When you're struggling, that's exactly what you're doing when you're struggling. You're just going with the flow of your struggle. But you know what? Have that mindset. Have that positive mindset that we've talked about. But put that positive mindset to use and go with the flow of recovery. Take it that one day at a time. Take it, break it down in smaller pieces than that if you have to. Whatever is going to help you continue to rise to the occasion, to the next level, that next step. That's what you're going to have to do. That's what I'm encouraging you to do, is just slow things down a little bit. Be realistic about what your expectations are. You can't expect things to be fixed, anything, overnight. Like we said, you didn't get in this position overnight. You're not going to get out of this position overnight. But I'm telling you, with hard work, a positive attitude, and just don't give up. Don't give up. You're going to get to where you need to be. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week. Hell, it may not be next year. But I'm telling you, if you just keep putting one little step forward at a time, you're going to get to where you need to be. And that's what this expedition is all about, is getting to where we need to be in life, to be that person we want to be, to make our family proud. So many times in recovery, let's be honest, we've let a lot of people down. And we haven't just let them down one time. All right? So don't expect them to just give you all the trust that you're looking for. You have to earn it. And you know what? If you're in a position to be able to even be able to earn it back, you should be thankful. You should be thankful that you're still getting the opportunity to earn that trust back. Because if you're like me, you've done a lot of things to ruin that trust. and and quite frankly, to make people, to make family, to make whoever it is never trust you again. So be thankful. Find that positivity in the position that you're in right now. Because and maybe you're not in the position. Maybe there are people out there that aren't giving you the opportunity. Maybe they're not giving you that chance to earn that trust back. That's okay as well. As like we've talked about, everybody has their own different timeline of healing, and you can't expect them to be where you're at. But I'm telling you, you may not have that chance right now to earn that trust back, but if you just go with the flow of recovery, don't act like they're not watching. They're watching. They're seeing what's going on with you. If you're making positive changes, don't think they haven't noticed, especially if they're close to you. You may not be getting that chance to get that trust right now, but they're still watching. You better believe they're gonna see what you're doing. You know what? And that's okay. That is okay, because I'm telling you from experience, with them seeing what you're doing at some point in time, like myself, you'll be fortunate enough to be in that position of trying to earn that trust back. And when you get there, you can't force anything. You cannot force anything in recovery whatsoever. So stop trying. Stop beating yourself up over it. Go with the flow of recovery. You know what? That is when that was told to me, it was like a aha moment. It was like a light bulb went off, because you know what? For so long, I was just going with the flow of struggling. We have the freedom to choose how we're going to live our life. We have the freedom to make our own decisions. And you'll get to a point, if you're not to that point already, you're tired of making the wrong ones. You can only let so many people down before you're tired of letting people down. But starting right now, you don't have to let them down. And more importantly, you don't have to let you down. Because I don't know about, how you guys feel out there. I'm pretty sure you're on the same page with me, but there is nothing worse than letting yourself down. I always joke around with people. I like to joke around, and I always say, you know what? I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. And I'm doing it for a chuckle. I'm doing it for a laugh, to mess with them, because you know what? There's nothing worse than someone or yourself being disappointed in the decisions that you're making right now in life. You don't have to keep being disappointed with yourself. Give yourself something to be proud of. Give yourself something to be happy about. Give yourself a reason to have that positive mindset and stop making the same mistakes over and over again, expecting different results, because it's not going to happen. I have faith in you. I know, and you hear this all the time. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Well, I'm being dead serious. I've done it. I've struggled, I've mentioned, for 18 years. I'm making the right choices now. And that, I'll tell you what, that feels good. And I promise you, if you start making those right choices, you'll feel good. I mean, there's no other way. I wish there were better words to describe it, but you know what? Feeling good is one of the best ways to put it. And one other thing is, you got to celebrate the small wins, the small victories. Those are huge. Maybe you went 24 hours without using. Maybe you went an hour. Whatever it means to you, be proud of it. Be happy about it, because I'll tell you what, that 5 minutes turns into 10, it turns into a day, it turns into a week, it turns into a month, and there's nothing, I'm telling you, there is nothing that feels better than knowing that you're sober, knowing that you're making the right choices. And as God is my witness, there is nothing better than knowing you can pass a drug test. Nothing, you know. And there are people in my life that I tell them, you can drug test me anytime. You damn well better know I'm going to pass too. And that's something that I'm proud of. That's a small victory for me, because for so long I lived not being able to do that. You know, in today's world, you can go out and get in a car accident. I mean, there are so many repercussions, you know, that can bring. For me, you want to know what? You know what? Now that we're on the topic, another small victory for me is being able to go and get on a plane and fly somewhere on vacation or somewhere I want to visit, and not have to worry, because for so long I couldn't fly on a plane. You know, if I wanted to go somewhere, it was always in the back of my mind, I need to drive, because I'm a struggling addict. I need to make sure that I've stocked up on whatever it is I need, you know, because I don't, the fear of withdrawal was so great. So celebrate those small victories, whatever it means to you. And actually, I want to know what some of your small victories are, what that means to you. I'd love it if you'd leave it down in the comment section for me. I'd love it if you would hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I hope I'm saying that right. You know, this whole YouTube thing is still new to me. But guys, I'm telling you, get on the expedition to a better life. Go with the flow of recovery. Nothing is sweeter. You know, and I'll do another video here soon about the options that you have. You know, depending on what you're struggling with, you don't have to go through withdrawal. You know, and I'm specifically talking about opiates. You have options. And, you know, as I get more into this channel, I'm going to have what I'm going to eventually call the round table of recovery, and have people on, you know, in different sectors. You know, with different backgrounds that can give us all the information that you or anyone else out there may need to know if you're struggling and you're looking for help. So, hey, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate the views. I appreciate you watching. Leave your comments down below. Always let me know if there's any topics that you guys can think of that you want me to talk about. Again, this is Expedition Recovery, day number 5. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Thanks for watching.